British DJs, an American voiceover. It's the Harley and Josh Show.
Wow, that was good timing. For anyone who doesn't know, literally put up the fader just as Josh walked in the door.
What?
You literally perfect timing.
That's Murray Collins' driving for you.
Is it? Oh man. So,
it is. So, wow, in I go, and hello, I'm on the radio.
Well, there we go. That is true professionalism.
How you doing, Harley? You alright?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Is it lovely to see you, mate?
It's good to see you, isn't it?
Yeah. How's your weekend?
Oh, it's been very good. I've done 570 miles.
But what? Driving or
Yes.
walking?
No, driving.
I was going to say.
I was going to cycle,
playing
but I
bass.
couldn't fit my bass on the back of the bike.
I'd love to see it, though.
Yeah. So,
Whereabouts were you driving to?
Devon.
Oh, mate, yes, you did tell us this.
Yes, I did a gig in Devon with a band called Point Break, and it was a really good gig, really good wedding.
Incredible.
And then drove up to Weston-super-Mare to see a good friend of mine.
Who was Keanu Reeves and who was Patrick Swayze?
I was Keanu Reeves.
Of course you were.
Patrick Swayze was the drummer whose name is Tim.
Okay. Well, there we go.
There we go.
Are you wearing presidential masks at the same time?
Of course,
Yes,
as one should.
Oh, I'm Nixon. Oh, I'm not a cook. I am not a cook. I'm doing hand movements at the same time. I'm not a cook.
You look. Yeah, it was a little bit Edward Scissorhands.
Same guy.
Same guy.
You don't know. You don't know. Cool.
So I was running a little bit late on the way here.
Classic. We're both awful. So I was running late because Meg Burrows, Murray Collins, who's from Impilo, and the Lockerbillies, and I were playing crazy golf at Ufford Park, and lost track of time whilst playing with dinosaurs and golf balls and crazy fun times that are meant for children.
Yay!
And swearing too loud when their parents are looking at us.
I need to go there. When I was playing in Flicker, which is my band, sort of the punk band that I played with Rainer.
Good memories.
I don't know if that words make sense. It probably doesn't.
Words make...
It's
illiterate buffoon.
It's certainly Monday, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, man. We've got gig overs.
Yeah, totally.
Gig hangovers.
Yeah, so
You played at a crazy golf course?
No, we wanted to do a tour, but only play in towns that had a mini golf course or a crazy golf course. And then we realised that we'd just do all coastal towns.
Yeah. I don't know. There's one on the way on the A12, like just after you've gotten in past the M25.
Yes, there is.
Moby Dick.
Yes.
I can say that because it's in context here.
Yes.
But that looks great. So you should definitely play there. There's a pub right over the road.
There we go.
Do it.
If only we were still going. Although we kind of.
Yeah, you can. Come on.
We've been talking about doing a reform for ages and doing something sort
like
of...
a good ham.
Yeah. Well, it was really cool because I left and my friend Nate, of the band Only Destiny,
Nate Dogg,
and Guts, who are playing in Ipswich over in December.
Right, cool.
He... when I left, he joined on bass.
Right, okay.
So, but he's a guitarist as well. He's actually a drummer, very good drummer. So we said, if we were to reform, we'd do it with two guitarists.
Okay, What? So you would play guitar?
I would play bass, and Nate would play guitar.
Okay,
sort of thing.
Right,
So,
right, nice, like it.
It's a nice little bit.
Like that sound.
So,
So you did 570 miles this weekend.
Yeah.
Last weekend, I mean. Was that for just one gig? I say just, but you know.
Well, I think we should have to talk about what did I do.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
That's gonna be our new jingle from now on.
Oh God, that was. Oh, what a crazy week! Oh, what a life to live. I'm breaking down on the radio.
That's you. That is. So I started my weekend at about 11 o'clock Saturday morning when I head towards this gig.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
That time doesn't even exist to me.
No. I was actually up quite early because I had to make sure everything was all
the kit.
Everything was there, loaded.
Into the
there
van.
weren't going to be any emergencies because when you're driving that way, you can't just pop home to get something.
That's what I was talking to James Hicks about this, my drummer, from Underline The Sky and from the Lockerbillies, we were talking about, we don't particularly want to be rich. We just want to be exactly the career that we're doing right now. But if we are out and we've forgotten something, say a £2,000 snare, and you're like, oh, God, it's an hour's drive back to go and get the snare. You're just like, screw it. I'll go to PMT and I'll just buy a new snare, if you're in Cambridge or something. Just buy the same snare and you'll be like, that'll be my spare snare.
Well,
that'd be great. £2,000, just
Funny thing you should say that, actually.
Right, what have we done? Did you buy a £2,000 snare?
Well, Wednesday night, part of last week, I had a great Tuesday and Wednesday. Oliver from Bards and from Oddball and Shifty Twins, his parents were away for the week. So whilst he was house sitting for them, booked a hot tub and had a hot tub party.
Nice.
It was incredible.
What, by himself?
Had a whole group of us.
I'd do it by myself.
Well, yeah. Sharing. Who shares?
Yeah. Who's sharing?
But I finished work Wednesday. I had rehearsal in the evening with the Mementos. I still can't say that.
It's like an enemy.
And
an Mementos.
So I went round, jumped in the hot tub, had some food, and then I was literally there about an hour and had to turn around and go to rehearsal. And I was like, great. I got as far as Ipswich, went, I left my bass at home. My amp was in the van, everything, but I had to take my bass out because I don't like leaving it in the van.
Like, I'll just buy one.
Well, yeah.
That's great.
Kyron from Underline The Sky.
Not what? So his J bass?
His jazz bass was for sale. I'd messaged him the day before and was like, I'm really interested in this. I
thought this was a long time ago. You've just done this like last weekend.
Oh yeah, this was last week.
Oh God.
And I was like,
that's a lovely bass.
I know. I'm in love with it.
I was very, very close to that. But,
yeah. No, I picked it up on the way to rehearsal.
Wow,
and went,
that's great.
There you go. Yep. And
you're fine.
Really nice. It's weird to have a 4-string, that's
J-bass.
a gig-worthy 4-string for me.
Oh, right.
I always play 5-string basses, and I've got a 4-string and I hate it, but I always keep it because when you're teaching students, it's hard to teach with a 5-string because they get confused.
Definitely.
And
I was the same. I had I still do have a 5-string jazz bass, and was teaching on that. It was my only bass for a long time. And when you say somebody to go to the 4th string, they're looking at you, and you're playing the 4th string, but you've still got another string below, so they're just going straight to the 3rd string.
A lot of people always think that the extra string on a 5-string bass is the higher. They think you get a higher string, but it's actually a lower string, and that again.
You think it sounds like but it sounds like.
Yeah, that's the exact frequency there.
I have a very frequency specific tongue.
Yeah. Ooh.
No, you turned it dirty. You turned it dirty, Cotton. You dirty Cotton. Oh, goodness me. Oh, great. Well,
so yeah, that was kind of my week.
That's a good weekend.
Yeah. No, I had a very good week. I had rehearsal with Chart Attack last night because we're playing.
I saw the video.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, the video came out.
The video came out on your YouTube channel.
Yes.
People check it out. You can see how they did the recording that we actually played on the show 2 weeks back.
Yes. YouTube.com/Harley Cotton. So you can go straight to my URL and see it there, or you can go to facebook.com/Chart Attack UK.
Yeah, nice. You can see Toby and Oscar
and Elliot.
Yeah, exactly. And you, just all the harmonies and everything.
Yes, that was really cool. We've got more stuff. Hopefully we've got another one coming out this week if we can get the mix and the video edit to a T. We want to try and get stuff out as soon as possible, but we don't want to have something that could be better.
That's a great idea.
So
we were right to punctuate your beautiful stories with a bit of music.
Yeah, no, I think we should.
What?
We have to finish the section.
We have to finish the section.
Yeah.
What with? That concludes our news section. What Harley did Harley do stuff? No. Yes, Harley did. Let's find out. Great. Why can't I just resolve that? There we go. Let's go back to the 1. Always go back to the 4. Right. Okay.
I love the shame in your eyes when I play any of these.
Just like, oh God, why did I do things in the past? Basically, that's just what comes across my face all the time. That's what comes across my face. Let's play some music. That was Walls by Coco and the Butterfields, good friend of ours who I've played at Cult multiple times. I've played in Ipswich and just wowed crowds all the time. If you can hear what they've got banjo, they've got double bass, they've got guitar, they've got fiddle, they've got trumpet, and the beatboxer as well. So it's kind of like folk hop or something.
because we know them mostly through Hicks.
Yes.
I think
we've name dropped twice.
I think
if he's listening right now, he's just glowing right now.
Tonight's
throbbing.
Today's episode is sponsored by Hicks.
James Hicks. He's got no money.
Damn.
He's a musician. Come on. Yeah, you were saying. He's
paying us some marshmallows. Help yourself to marshmallows, by the way. They're nice.
Oh, no.
Because they're really quiet to eat, so I got them.
Are they?
Yeah, you can.
I can eat them, Natalie.
This challenge accepted. Yeah, because so Hicks, obviously drummer for Underline The Sky.
And the Lockerbillies,
and the Lockerbillies, much more important.
Nobody's more important than
so important.
Oh god, yeah.
But he is the sound tech for
Coco And The Butterfields.
Yeah, and they go everywhere, don't they?
All over the place. They've been in France last weekend. They've been just all over the world, really, which is incredible. Just great to see because I hear the stories.
Yeah.
And when you think about bands going, you as a listener, what are you thinking about when you hear about bands going overseas? Do you feel like that you just see pictures of them going and having lots of fun in the sunshine and talking to people? You see the smiley pictures, but the amount of work that goes into doing this. Personally, I've been able to play in south of France, in Canada, and in Ireland, and across the UK, and getting there to the party where people take the pictures is a lot of hassle.
Yeah.
Just like you going to Devon, right, Harley?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I stayed in the country and that was hard enough work.
Yeah, exactly, right.
I didn't even make it offshore. And
so is anybody listening, if you've got any crazy tour stories or if you've got any just stressful stories about having to go somewhere for a gig, even if you were just, going to see the gig and just how much effort it takes for you to get that one snap of you having a great time and for people to assume that you're just a person of leisure.
It can be quite a journey, doesn't it?
Yeah. So shall I talk about myself as per usual?
Yeah, sure.
What did I do? Oh God, I'm losing my mind. Okay, I will talk about what I have done, Harley. Shall I tell you about what I have done? What did I do? What have I done?
Oh God, what have you done?
I don't know anymore. Well, I had 3 shows this weekend. It was quite nice and chilled out, to be honest. Yeah, had with your little sneaky ninja mellow, sneaky ninja marshmallow. I see you stuffing your face, fat boy.
That's great because you don't even know I've got one in my mouth.
So I had 3 gigs. 2 of them were private gigs. First was with for Richard Vest, who we played Rich and Rachel's wedding 2 years ago, and he's just had his birthday. I won't say the number of the birthday, Richard, if you're listening, I promise. He's now 25. See, he's going to like me now. And we got to play Martlesham Community Hall, which is just right behind Tesco's. So it's great if you're just like, I got the munchies, going to just pop over to Tesco's, just at the back of the car park, but there's a stage and everything, which is, sometimes it's a huge bonus when you get to play on a stage. You find that, Harley?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Huge bonus. I mean, you think that when you think of a band, you think of a band playing on a stage. I mean, 95% of the gigs we play are completely on the floor. You're at the mercy of anybody drunk just stumbling into you while you're playing and knocking the microphone into your face.
My gig Saturday, we were on a stage that was a little bit taller than you want it to be.
All right. So you couldn't crowd surf?
No. And it was probably about the width of this studio. So for those who are listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it was probably what?
That's about 3 meters.
Yeah, 3 meters wide, and there were 4 of us.
Yeah, good lord.
And we almost.
Is it 3 by 3?
I think it was it must have been. Well, it was a little bit shorter than it was wide.
Right. Okay.
Or it was wider than it was short.
Reminds me of something.
But I think it was more shorter than wide.
Right.
But
not going there. I'm on the radio. Carrying on. But yeah, so having a stage is just a huge thing. So if it's slightly too high, then there you go. But you don't have people stumbling over into you, and it does instill a little bit of respect in an audience sometimes. Because if you are, obviously, as human beings, we're on the same level there when we're playing and enjoying the music. It's just all about enjoying the music, right? But there are some people that like to think that they're part of the band because they're right next to the microphone. So they'll jump on stage and just be like, "Oh, you play this song." Wonderwall. I was like, hey, we're a 50s band, man. Come on. Wonderwall was not created then. And but they're just sort of like, come on, you must know Wonderwall. You've got to play it. So just having a stage just filters out the madmen. And ladies, I'm not being sexist here.
No, you'll always have someone who will make that one request of the song that you don't know.
Yeah.
Even if you
or like.
Yeah.
For me, it's Rockabilly Rebel.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be controversial me saying that, but I hate the song Rockabilly Rebel. More for it's a bad song, and more for the fact that just people do not stop asking about it, and they're just like, you don't know how to play it. Oh my god, you idiot! Like, come on, man, just give me a break here, jeez. But anyway, so we had a private party on Friday and a private party on Saturday in Woodbridge for a company called Interex, and we were playing their 20th birthday, and we were in this lovely house. That's the great thing about being a band again, is that you get invited into people's homes and get part of their families sometimes. People will often feed you and also be in conversation with you, and which is just a great privilege to have. It's not often that you could just like be invited to a party that you would never have known anybody there, and come out with it with friends and in experiences and people that you would have never thought about talking to. Not because of prejudices, just because you would never run into them, right?
Yeah.
So the fun thing about that was we got to see a beautiful house in Woodbridge, right opposite from the Bell, and I can't remember. It's the Bell. It's this 1500s pub down near the town centre in Woodbridge. Beautiful place. And so we got to play there until about 1 o'clock for this garden party where everybody had inflatables and lots of cocktails, a little rum shack, and it was great, absolutely fantastic. And then Sunday was Maritime Festival. Did you get to catch any Maritime Festival, Harley?
I did not know because I got
gigging.
I went to St Peter's Church.
Oh yeah, for the beer festival.
Beer festival.
You were helping out.
I was there for 4 minutes. I dropped off a banner, a West End Music banner.
Oh, of course.
On the way to my gig in Devon, so I popped that. I was supposed to drop it off Friday night.
That's right. We're musicians. We don't have memories.
No, traffic was just nightmare.
We have RAM.
Yes.
We don't have.
Yeah.
We don't have anything other than RAM. Anyway, carrying on.
So yeah, I
dropped off the banner and didn't get to catch. Yeah. So so the bill for Maritime Festival was incredible.
Yeah, we touched on it last week. There's some really good bands, weren't there? Yeah,
absolutely great. But we got to play right outside the Waterfront Bistro from 3 until 5. There was a hog roast next to it with Julian. Was running that with Brian, and there was Greg was running the bar. These are the owners and the runners of Waterfront Bistro, and they'd had Irie J the day before, and they had a great time. But it was crazy, man. Playing that stage. We did it 2 years ago, which is the first time I met my girlfriend Frankie. Right, it was like not first time. It was one of our first dates. And so it was quite and it was one of those kind of things where we said over the microphone, oh, we've come a long way in 2 years, because the stage was actually on the other side of the road. So we'd moved about 4 meters in about 2 years. So that's some record breaking snail pace.
That's brilliant. Yeah, well done. That's
we changed clothes.
I would hope so in 4 years.
But it was crazy because with a festival like that, it's constant movement. There is an influx of people. There's traffic. People are sort of stopping for a couple seconds and then going off to experience something else, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. But in the end, you end up playing to traffic a lot of the time. It's like kind of there's a bottleneck, and you're trying to grab people's attention from when they're sitting there behind somebody with a buggy or with their dogs, and they're just thinking, oh, for goodness sake, do I have to wait behind this person? Oh, music.
That's it.
Well, I wish people did that on the M25. Don't you?
Well, just stop.
Just put a gig.
Put a gig on.
Put a gig on.
We should do that.
Right, we should totally do that.
Yeah.
It might be a bit too loud to put sound over the top of it, but find out a time.
We'll work on it.
We could have some kind of pop-up stage that you could just go around the traffic and just play music for people.
Why don't you just open the doors of your van and we can just...
That'd be fine.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get an upright bass upright.
It might look like we're trying to kidnap people. Did you kidnap musicians? Just trying to... But no, that would be nice. Traffic music.
Yeah.
Traffic jams. What?
Hey!
I've branded it. Listen. I'm going to do an online high five. Look at that.
There we go.
Right, cool.
Actual joke.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. So, a little look into my personal psyche. Yeah, right. So, after the gig, there's that thing, right? So, I've got to guiltily admit to you, I didn't watch any of the bands at Maritime Festival. I played and left. And I do feel guilty about that because I am hugely for everybody supporting the local music scene. I was just a bit frazzled at the end of the weekend, and that's the thing. Like at the end of a gig, I think a lot of people would think of a musician's life was going to an after party, going out and getting drunk, you know, hiring out some strippers, I don't know, something like that. But a lot of the time, it is you sitting at home doing pat on the back and going to sleep early while watching Rick and Morty. That's about it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, and you sort of end up feeling sorry for yourself. But I think a lot of the time with musicians, that's the time when they find their inspiration the most. If you're listening in, do you agree? If you're agreeing with stuff that we're talking about here, tweet us in at Twitter at Harley C.
Yep.
Yeah, and at Lockerbillies. Just, give us what you feel like when you're feeling a bit down after doing something that, we have a great job. We get clapped at the end of doing a job. How many other jobs get that?
Not many.
Right? But we still, at the end of it, feel like, sometimes you just can't win. So, let us know if you feel like that after a gig, and we'd like to go into your inner psyche as well. Do you feel like that, Harley?
I find, if I finish a gig, it takes me a while to sort of to wind down to get to zero. Whether it's the adrenaline and the energy from performing, or whether it's just the fact that I've exerted a lot of energy just loading the van after a gig. I don't know exactly what it is, but one of those certainly means I get home, and even though I'm tired, my mind's still going, and I've still got sort of energy. So it takes a little while.
Do you find yourself like wondering where the energy comes from? Because I mean, like yesterday, I don't know what I ate. I think I had a hog roast and some toast.
That's not energy.
I had hog toast, right? And then toast made from pig. And it was basically, by the end of it, right, mad.
Crackling.
I suppose that would be it, just skin. But, I'm unloading the van at the end of it. And after 3 gigs of doing that, so loading and unloading a van pretty much 6 times.
Yeah.
And I'm unloading it and I'm putting it in the container afterwards. And just absolutely knackered. But I'm thinking, I've still got the energy to do this. So we're very lucky to be doing this job, A, and B, doing it at this age. Do you feel like that?
Yeah. No,
right?
Certainly.
Shout out to all me old fogies playing music and having unload and load stuff. That's gonna be me pretty soon, feeling like that as well. Just sitting there. Good Lord.
That's it. You see these old guys doing it, and you're like, that's fair enough. But how do they do it for so long? I mean, you just have a busy summer and you're dead by September.
Yeah, exactly.
And especially someone like yourself.
That's a good band name right there.
Dead by September.
I like it.
Nice. That's sounds like a very emo
profound, dude. That's profound.
What you got going on this weekend then, Harley? What you got going on this weekend then, Harley? What's going on?
Well, I did have a. We've got another jingle, but no, I'll keep that one on there.
Great. I've made another one, haven't I?
Yeah, yeah.
What was that one?
What's going on?
Oh, this is why you keep me around, isn't it? I'm your stupid monkey.
Yes.
Stupid monkey.
I might have a very busy weekend. I might. We've got a couple of gigs.
Is it Schrodinger's weekend?
It's there's a couple of gigs that still haven't been confirmed.
Right,
but
of course
hopefully
it is.
So Saturday is all confirmed. I am playing on Saturday, 3:00 at Isaac's with Chart Attack.
Fantastic.
Really looking forward to that. We've got some new songs in the set. We're obviously hoping to get a few more people along because we've got the promo material out, so that's being pushed around.
Yeah, keep checking it out on YouTube, Chart Attack.
And we've got some really cool songs. We've had the new stuff we've added really good and it's come together really nice, has loads of energy. So really can't wait. Especially going to be bank holiday weekend on the waterfront. Everyone's going to be out and having fun.
Yeah, definitely.
As long as the weather's good.
Yeah, you'll be the perfect music for it.
Exactly.
Cool. So what else?
In the evening, I am depping with Motherfvnker.
Yeah.
I can say that on air.
You can say that on the radio.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
That's awesome. Who's with the band? So it was Vanya, you.
Vanya, me, Nick, Dylan on drums. I can't remember who.
Nick's playing, Nick Keeble.
I think he is, yes.
Really? It's not Ryan?
Wait, no, it's not. No.
It's Ryan.
It's Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah, Ryan Barker.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to
Christian
when
Barker's son.
That's it. When I was I think my first gig was Nick on guitar, perhaps.
Yeah, would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So that's in my mind. That was the setup because I haven't seen them since, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
they had a cracking gig at the Steamboat recently.
Yeah.
Rave reviews everywhere. So yeah, well done, guys.
It's awesome. And to be honest, one of my favourite parts of that band isn't going to be there, which is the bass player because he's very good.
Yeah.
So I've got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
In both senses, because he's quite tall, so I'm assuming he has big feet.
Being dwarfed.
Yes. So yeah, that's going to be good on the Saturday.
Lovely.
Then what have I got else?
What else you got, boy? What's going on, boy?
Sunday. So come on Sunday. Again, this is a gig that's yet to be confirmed, but I'm hoping to. If not, I'll just cut it out on the edit, and hopefully you'll have forgotten if you're live.
We'll do it in post.
Fix it in post, mate. Fix it in post. Which is another Chart Attack gig at Eddie Fest at 1 o'clock.
Okay, where's that?
I don't know.
Where's Eddie Fest?
Where is Eddie Fest?
Somebody tell us.
Let's Google it.
Right, okay, cool.
Okay, Google.
So how did you get this gig?
Where is Eddie Fest?
Oh, she's going to get really weird with you. There's no signal.
Edwardstown White Horse Inn is at the Edwardstown White Horse Inn, Mill Green, Edwardstown, Sudbury CO10 5PX.
Well, did you hear that?
There
It's
we
in
go.
Sudbury. It's in Sudbury. Thank you, Crazy Space Phone.
Crazy Space Phone.
Crazy space moon.
So CO10 5PX is the postcode.
Oh, great.
Do the rest of the work yourself.
It's a real catchy...
Yeah.
I can remember it already. CO10 5PX.
Mill Green, Edwardstown. Actually, I think I've played this before now.
Classic
I
music
have.
leisure.
Yeah. I went past it the other day.
Mental.
It's on this big green, and there's a big statue thing.
That's called grass.
Yes, that's it. And yeah, really good festival. Loads of like really happy people.
Well, ballyheck.
So that at 1. I'm playing with Space Rocks at
Nice.
the
Back
Trinity
with
Sports and
Spencer.
Social Club for their
Ran into
charity.
Spencer in Brighton.
Yes.
Did he tell you this?
Yes, he did.
Random.
Small world.
I was in Brighton with my girlfriend, next to the pier, and Spencer goes, "You can't go anywhere without seeing Josh Lock these days." I was like, "Who is this?"
I tell you what, actually,
Right.
I did a similar thing this weekend. I forgot to mention this.
Right.
Driving down the road, I don't know where I was. I think I was.
The shiny demon.
I was in Sussex.
Right. Don't think it was in Sussex.
No.
And he said,
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Nah.
I was hoping you would actually give me a direct quote of what this person that
well.
you ran into said.
Well, I have got to tell a story how I ran into him first.
Shiny demon.
Shiny demon. Anyway, so I was driving down the road, podcast finished, and I was like, right, well, I don't want to be driving and select a new
Of course
podcast.
not.
Park
Safety first.
up. So went in. First car park that I saw, pulled in next to a Volkswagen T5.
Right.
Bit of a Volkswagen nut for me vans, you know.
Of course.
So anyway, pulled up, looked over and saw this nice T5 camper van, and the guy sort of looked at me in my T4.
"Oh, that's evil."
And I sort of, didn't think anything of it. Looked at my phone and I noticed he got out and he sort of came up to me, knocked on my window, and went, "Hello, Harley." It was Mike Hines, who is the guitar teacher at Farningay High School.
Oh, fantastic.
And I was like, bloody
What
hell.
are you doing here?
Not only of all the places we could be going, of all the car parks we could be in, and the space in the car
All
park.
the bars and all the clubs and all the wild, you had to come into my parking space.
It's Harley Bogart.
Exactly. And that was really odd. So yeah, he was doing a gig down, I think Salisbury.
Salisbury with a bit of steak. Yeah, that's that way. Salisbury.
Is that Salisbury?
Yes, down there with near Devonbury, yes, on there.
Yeah. So he was only down the road from me, and so yeah, that was really sort of a weird coinky dinky dink.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, back forwards.
Forward in time.
So-
Back to the future.
Space Rocks at 3 o'clock. Bards Against Huge Manatees
Incredible.
at 6 o'clock. If I can fit it in at 7 o'clock, I'll be playing with Gussie at the same. All these three at the
hand.
same venue at the
no.
Sports and Social
Oh,
Club.
of course, at the dog club, yeah.
Yep. So Gussie at 7, but that's only if I can play the set, pack up, and get to the Swan
Okay.
for the Blues Jam
Oh, yeah.
in time. Which I'm not sure if that's 8, half 8. I need to work.
That'd be 9.
It was 9.
No, it's
it's an earlier
It's 8
start.
till late.
It's 8.
8 until late.
So I probably won't be
at
able
the
to make
Swan
Gussie's
Blues
gig,
Jam on
So-
Bank Holiday Sunday.
but I will work that out.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So that's kind
That's
of
bank holidays for you. I've got a load to go through as
Yeah.
well. Bank holiday weekend is always super busy for bands. So, if you're listening and you're wanting somewhere to be entertained, there is so much around this weekend for you to do. Oh, we're splitting a marshmallow together. So, this Friday, we are down at the Swan. So there's a lot going on at the Swan this weekend. The Lockerbillies. We are this Friday at the Swan with the full band. It's going to be loads of fun. We've got Ben Goebel playing saxophone, which is going to be super fun. Motherfvnker playing this weekend at the Swan.
Yeah.
You've got the Bank Holiday Blues Jam with the Swan on Sunday as well. So there's going to be so much at the Swan this weekend. If you're free on any weekend night this weekend, just see if you get down there, and there'll be something for you to experience. So we've got that on at the Swan, and then on the Saturday, we're very excited about this. We're playing Citroen CV car show up in Skegness,
Nice.
which is going to be fun. So like old vintage Skegness.
That's where my sister was this weekend, actually, just gone.
Oh, went
Skegness, they did Skeg Vegas, which is a Volkswagen car show.
Oh, great.
First show that she went to in her 1960 Beetle.
Oh, that's great.
And she messaged me.
I got marshmallow mouth.
She texts me Friday night and says, "You need to put on a band together and play here, because the band who are playing tonight are the same band that played last year, and they're doing the exact same set." And I was like, okay, that needs to happen.
Was it the Lockerbillies?
Probably not.
Probably.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
You should do one of those shows, man. It'd be awesome.
Well, yeah, right. One that's exactly the same as the last one. We've got so we've got the trio show. That's 3 of us playing in Skegness. But that's going to be so much fun, because we'll be able to see lots of awesome vintage CV Citroen vans, and then which is actually on a national park. That's it's a deer park there, which will be quite cool. I think they might be a bit scared away, but we don't get any deerabillies. Rockabilly deers with little quiffs.
Oh, I was about to make a joke,
the
but
antlers.
I got the wrong animal.
That'd be great. You're like, oh, is it going to put it in this little pouch and then hop away?
I was
No,
gonna
that's
say
a kangaroo
I was
Harley.
going to say rockabilly goat.
Rockabilly goat. I like it. Yeah.
Trouble.
So we've got on. So after we've done that, Saturday we get to crash in Skegness, which will be loads of fun. Just having a party with loads of guys.
Crash is not necessarily the right term when you go into a car show.
To a car show, no. Oh dear, oh no. But then we've got another car show on the Sunday, which is a lot of you guys listening may have heard of the NASC, which is the hot rod car run that used to go down to Felixstowe. Controversially, it has moved spaces to Leicestershire, which we played it last year, and we're playing it again this year, but we're moving. So you could call us scabs, whatever. But yeah, it is sad. But I understand why they've moved the show, because people would go to the promenade on Felixstowe and see the cars for free, and they wouldn't go up to Trinity Park and pay the ticket price to go to the show and shine, which is the actual car show that they have promoted. They used to do the Felixstowe run as a promotional thing, but people wouldn't go to the actual event. So this is a hand-in-hand destruction of the Felixstowe car run. If you listen to this and think it was just a corporate greed thing, it's not that. It's the fact of
expensive to put on.
They are expensive to put on, and if you're not paying for a ticket, then you're part of the problem.
Yeah, I'll also add to that, and my family come from a sort of custom car and a custom van sort of background, so we're sort of aware of these sort of things. But also, that's the Nationals. It's the big annual show.
National Association of Streetcars.
Yeah, so being somewhere that's a little bit more central than a corner of the country, sort of a little bit out of the way, so it hopefully will pull more.
I describe to
people into
Americans
something.
where East Anglia and Ipswich is. I say, if you look at England like it's got a butt, we're on the butthole.
Yeah.
This place isn't a butthole, but on their map it looks like a butthole.
It does. It looks like a squatting kangaroo.
Okay, great. with a little quiff.
Yeah.
So we've got also. So after we've done the NASC show in Leicester, we've got another gig in Woodbridge at the Warwick that evening. So I'm going to have to come back from Leicester, go straight to the Warwick and play another show. So I'm going to be absolutely knackered, but I would love to see you there if you're about. This is me talking to Harley and to you, Mr. Listener. Mr. or Mrs. Listener. I'm in your ears, asking for you to come down to the show in Woodbridge and in Ipswich. It'll be fun.
Cool. If I can, Michelle.
No, that'd be really nice, man.
Busy weekend.
But yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm looking at the the events going on Facebook. Just incredible amounts of stuff going on this week.
I need to get up the message I had from Clare Free. If I say anybody has any shows coming up, please message us on Facebook, on Twitter at Harley C or at Lockerbillies.
Yeah, please do.
And let us know where you're playing. Now, I need to find this message from Claire, because she's given me all her dates for the next couple of months, so we can keep the world up to date.
Whereas Reese Levans has asked me the same question.
Nice.
Do this, but I haven't been given a date for it yet. But so please watch this space. But we've got In My Disguise, Siberian Divide, and Tau playing for him. Where are they actually? At the Salutation.
Yes.
The Salutation Ipswich. Watch this space. You've got In My Disguise, Siberian Divide, and Tau. If you want more information, find Larisse Levans on Facebook, or you can ask us. You can tweet us, ask us for the details, and we'll let you know.
If he has a public page, I will put it in the show notes below as well. So for those who are podcast listening,
What are Clare's gigs?
So Clare is playing this Saturday, doing a solo show at the United Brethren, New Whittle Street, Chelmsford.
Christ, that looked fun.
I can't words.
I got words.
So if you're Essex bound and you're in that area,
What
make
day?
sure to go along and see her on the 26th of August.
So that's this Saturday, right?
That is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
She hasn't put a time, but I'll have a look. See.
Anybody from Chelmsford listening in, also this Friday in Pilo are actually playing in Chelmsford.
Nice.
That is at the Basement. That is 25th of August, this Friday, in Pilo. Marcus Mandible and Brunt Poetry. So there's some poetry going on. There's some hip hop and rock and reggae, Afrobeat. It's going to be really cool. Again, I can't make it because I've got a gig myself.
Have you ever been to the Basement Blues Jam there?
No, I have not. How good is it?
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Thursday night. There's some. They get some quite.
Lynn Bill has just shared Eddie Fest to my page to give us an idea. An Edward Stone White Horse. Thanks, Lynn.
Hey.
Yeah.
Thank you, people. Where would we be without you?
Yeah, exactly. Just keeping us so we actually know what we're talking about.
We're so unprepared this week.
What are we talking about? Where am I? I need an adult.
Yeah, so we are a little bit.
I've got a gig over, man. I'm frazzled.
Yeah.
I'm so frazzled right now. It wasn't even like the heaviest gig weekend I've had, but I felt today just like, blue!
Yeah, man. I've been
Heavy, man.
working my bottom off this morning just
It's
to
a
catch up
fantastic
on.
bottom. Keep it.
I've been working hard for it.
Squats for days.
Oh, totes balls. Right, well,
Should we play some more music?
yeah,
so we can.
have we pretty much gone through everything we need to go through?
I believe so.
Cool.
Apart from, how are you, Harley? You know, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
How
so
are you?
on a smiley face, you'd have just two dots on a line.
I'm a smiley face, but not a grin.
Not going, all right,
So,
okay.
but
okay. That's summer. I swear. As a lot of the time is you will expect that summer is always expected to be better than it actually is, right?
I've loved it this summer.
Yeah.
I've been really. It's just I'm just killed by driving.
That's it.
Not like actually killed by driving, because
I saw a great
that's a crime.
little sort of GIF meme the other day, and it was somebody laying roses at a grave, and it was just like R.I.P. to all the people saying we should hang out this summer. It's just and I just feel like that's constantly sort of a thing. People are constantly doing stuff. Weddings at this time of year. I'm playing a lot of weddings. You're playing a lot of weddings. But the thing is, we get invited to weddings. I've missed my cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
I've missed good friends' weddings. To play other people's weddings. I've missed birthday parties, all these get-togethers that happen on weekends. We are working, so we don't get to see it. So for me, summer is kind of the busy part of the year. And I'll get to go to Paris with my beautiful girlfriend later on this year to sort of finish it off.
Aww.
So that's kind of my version of summer, but that's once everybody's gotten back to school and everything like this. So it's kind of quite, it becomes uneventful sometimes.
Certainly. You remember Tim Lee?
Yeah.
I spoke to him the other day. He came in the shop
Not
to get
seen
some
that beautiful
stuff.
man in a while.
He's very beautiful, isn't he?
He's great
He's
as
got-
a person.
He's got a beautiful mane now.
face.
He's got lovely long hair.
Oh, look at him.
And as always happens when we bump into each other,
Oh, we should totally hang out.
we should totally hang out. And I said to him, I was like, we're gonna hang out. It's like, awesome. When you next have some free time? I went October.
Yeah, that's it.
I've got a very busy September, which is odd
Yeah.
because September is usually a bit of a lull spot.
I don't have a free weekend until January.
Wow,
I
that's
think
nice.
it is. Yeah. I mean, it's nice. Yeah, it's good because I know that I've got the work. However, sometimes you just want to hang out with your friends, but you just. Yeah.
That's it.
We all got to work, otherwise they'll call you lazy. Am I right?
Totally.
Exactly
Totally.
right. But yeah. Have you got the same kind of thing? You're super busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad, but I'm a bit of a workaholic in the fact that if I'm
Good.
not busy, I get nervous. If I've got a day where I haven't got anything to do, rather than enjoying a day off, I think, shit,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be
We
doing.
should not be saying these things.
Yes, I do
We
apologise.
apologise
I
on
so
behalf of our
apologise for
radio.
that. I think I'm going to be kicked off it this
Yeah,
week.
you are, exactly. But yeah, so yeah, I know what you mean. You just get that feeling of, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Indeed. But so yeah, well, we've got a hugely busy weekend coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Please let us know if we've missed out any of your gigs. We'd love to talk about them. We'd love to talk to you. You know, just tweet in at us. Follow us on Facebook. I'm at Lockerbillies. Harley is at Harley C.
Indeed.
It's just, you know, this is a great show to do. It's a pleasure to be able to do this for you guys. Thank you for listening in. But yeah, from Josh, thank you very much for listening. I love you.
From Harley, thank you very much for listening. I don't love you, but I think we've become good friends.
And from Gandhi, you know, just love each other. You know, just love each other. That's
Peace,
what he
man.
said. He told me to tell you that.
Love and peace.
It's the Harley and Josh Show on iRadio.